I rewinded it yesterday.
Welcome to the MetaFit Hit Zone Work.
No, we won't reorg today. How are we doing, guys?
Welcome to the MetaFit Reorg Work.
Here it is. Okay, let me just point this camera down a little bit. So we're doing abs today. How are we doing? This ab session is going to be for the deep core work. So if you are wanting strong abs, six pack, etc., abs are made in kitchen, yes, but also abs, like you need to set the foundations for a strong core first. And that's what we're working on today. The deepest core muscle, I keep saying exercise, deepest core muscle that you have is the TVA, the transverse abdominal system breathing. It works with your pelvic floor, your back, and when you engage it properly, like when you stood still, you should feel the engagement at the back as well. There's a bit of a skill connecting to it. And to challenge myself with dead bugs, I have these. So you can use these like ankle weights to weigh a couple of kilograms. I think I'd be lucky if it was a couple actually. And I recommend having socks on for this. Well, you'll need socks on for this session because we're doing heel sliders, which requires you to slide out easy on the heels. That's not tight enough. So this adds a little bit of extra weight to my lower core and hip flexor strength. I want to stop the AI, otherwise it's going to stop tracking me. Cardio core. So first round of 3 exercises, we've got the dead bugs. Nice and easy, super effective. Never stop doing dead bugs, no matter how advanced you are. You can make them as easy or as hard, and they should be performed slowly and controlled. Hello, my first person. Hi from Brazil. Hi from Scotland. Second exercise we have. Demi's got exercise too. Okay. Heel slides. So we'll be in the semi-supine position, sliding our heels off, trying to keep that core engagement going. And then we've got kneel ups for cardio and fitness. I'm going to move you guys back a little bit just so you can see the 2-year-old joining in. So if you get bored of watching me, you can watch random comments there. You can watch my child as well trying to exercise. I have no idea. I'm speaking English. I don't know what that angry comment was, but it was caught by the algorithm. I don't give a fuck. And then to finish round 1, we're doing them 3 exercises 3 times. Dead bug knee pulses. So we're working with time under tension. So keeping the leg out for 2 pulses before you swap over to the other side. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, diastasis recti. Any negativity or bad vibes will just get blocked. And spammers. Then round 2, we've got heel taps. I'll talk you through all these. Bear holds and mountain climbers for cardio. And then the finisher for that is single leg V-ups. I find that these are super effective when you tuck your tailbone under. Round 3, abduction with a chest lift, tuck jumps for cardio, slow bicycle crunch, left side, right side, and then finish that round with hollow plank. Hi Mark, how are you doing? Just on my way to Nairn. That's in Scotland, isn't it? So getting a BB for a fortnight. Good for you. This isn't the USA. I'm waiting for my moderator to come on. Love a like and subscribe, guys. These are ankle weights monitors. Well, I am in Scotland. There could be a. That's the first time someone's ever said that. Finally, my moderator's on. There's a lot of fannies. Thanks, Scott. So my moderator's on, so any idiots will just be getting reported and then blocked. Okay, and my 2-year-old is about, so keep it clean, yeah? Don't be so weird when there's a 2-year-old present. Yes, Scotland. Ah, you're in Nairn. Scott, where's Nairn? Rings a bell. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for love. So, my postnatal mama
3
My
exercises.
child is very cute.
done
I'm
with
answering
20
any
seconds
question
run and 10
on
seconds
health,
rest
fitness,
time.
fat loss, toning, nutrition. We're getting started with dead bugs. It's a nice, gentle, easy one where you make it as hard as you want, but it's a good one to get the core warmed up as well, so you don't want to pull anything. Right, start your Fitbit. So back flat, core engaged before you lift. Legs as straight as you can. To engage the TVA, I'm using the hissing noise to expel all of the air out of my lungs to help with contraction. Ooh, interesting. First time I've tried that with that technique. Then we are going over, next exercise, heel slides. This is why you need to wear socks. So one at a time, with the core engaged. So this is my muscle connection. Obviously, you could just be laid down, right, not doing anything, just moving your leg in and out. But my core is braced, my back is flat, like I'm holding a plank. This is hard work for my core, and it should be for you if you're doing it right. Then the third exercise in round one is knee-ups for cardio, the joys, with ankle weights. So your fitness levels is a direct indicator of how healthy you are. That's why we always like to bring in some sort of health and fitness. You can take the jump out. I'm a health and fitness coach, guys, so answer any questions. Predominantly, I'd like to speak about postnatal, antenatal, core connection. If you've got a weak core, building the core requires deep core work. Near Inverness, right. What's your question, Simran? I'm not Scottish, I'm living in Scotland. Back to the start. Dead bugs. Slower the better. I feel like a right mad woman. I need to tell you something after this. That's the first time I've done dead bugs where I've had no hip clicks. You know how big that is? Proper core engagement. So back flat again. If you have hip clicks when you're doing core work, it is a breakdown. I can confirm, because I knew this anyway, but I can now confirm from my own experience, it's a breakdown in the core unit. Interesting, isn't it? How the pelvis is all getting improvements from the core. I didn't do them very effectively, but that's fine. Knee-ups. Get that heart rate up. Hey, baby, exercise, yay! I'll have a look through them comments in a moment when we finish round 2 out of 3 of round 1, if that makes sense. So you can see I'm jumping up to make it harder with that one leg. I've just ate as well. This probably wasn't the smartest to eat as much as I just did. Are you pressing your core in whilst doing every exercise? Yes. It's a bit more complicated than that. So if you hear me, it's because I'm engaging the TVA. Let's try again. So rib cage in, back flat. And as I breathe, exhale. This is the most effective exercise for building a deep, solid core. Through most of them dead bugs, I was getting the hip clicks. I had to remind myself, it doesn't even feel any different to me. So your TVA muscle is your six-pack muscle. It acts as a corset around, it's the deepest core muscle. It's below, further underneath than your rectus abdominis, your six-pack muscle, and your obliques, internal and external. You will not get a strong core if you bypass the work there. Knee-ups. Honestly, groundbreaking. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. If you want in fitness, motivation and education and all things nutrition, exercise, toning. I'm a female fat loss specialist. I specialise in rehab as well, postnatal. Yeah? I'll play house with you after exercise, okay? Mummy exercising just now. Say hi to Daddy. Daddy's watching. On the phone. Can you say hi? Mummy. You want me to fix this? Quickly. Right, finisher of this round now. Finisher is dead bug knee pulses for 40 seconds. Then we're going to new exercises in round 2. Put it back, please. Good girl. This side's fine. That side wasn't. I'm going to do another one on that side. Oh. Right, round 2. So you'll notice when working the TVA muscle, which is quite hard to connect to, especially if you've had babies, we do a lot of things slowly. Heel taps next. How are we doing, guys? Welcome to my live. I'm Leanne. Answering any question. Yes, I've got many certificates and insurance. I'm a fully certified. Well done. I'm a fully certified PT. I understand why you asked that. That's why I unhid that comment, because there's a lot of idiots and charlatans out there. I'm a genuine health and fitness coach, guys, with 12 years of experience. I'm not bullshitting you. Mountain climbers. Plank position. Legs feel heavy with these ankle weights on. Tucking that tailbone under. Oh. Strengthening any carpal tunnel syndrome. Strengthening the wrists as well. Same again. Heel taps while trying to connect to the TVA. Back flat. No. Wow, they're hard. Oh. If you've got any back pain, you need to work the TVA, Mommy, trust me. Oh no! Let me put it on for you. Yes. Then we're going over to bear hold. Oh, I missed that one last time. I hit. Yeah, I don't know what I did last time. Did I? I don't know. Bear hold's really effective for engaging the TVA as well. Deep breath. Wow! I'm just in the middle of editing the video for strengthening the core. I'm gonna nose. Mummy poo, couch, that's a nose. Back hit. Okay. Next. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm doing a Q&A as I train. Tucking that tailbone under. Palms directly under the shoulder. Shoulders. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Back into it. It's a nice stretch on the calves as well. If you allow that. Oh. Then we're going back to heel taps. I'm gonna practice when I'm going to get that. Oh, I know. Back flat, rib cage tucked in, belly button into spine. Felt the whole movement. Is anyone watching that Alien Earth on Disney? Can't stop thinking about it. Then bear holds. Thanks for likes, guys. I love a like and subscribe if you want in nutrition and fat loss advice. Qualified health and fitness professional. I feel like I've got to say qualified now because there's so many idiots. Knees just off the floor, plank position. It's like a half plank. You exercising too? You're just like mummy. Ooh. You being a cat? Oh. I'll just have both the mics. Mountain climbers. No, Dems. No. Mountain climbers. Been talking a lot about the core today, and I can't believe how many times I've said anus today. If you're talking about the core and strengthening it, you're also talking about the pelvic floor. And if you're a female and you've been pregnant, you need to be able to differentiate between the anus and the urethra when you're using the pelvic floor. So I think this is the extra exercise I missed last time. So I'm just doing another lot of mountain climbers. Shoulders down away from ears. Whew. Tucking that tailbone under. Demi, can you stop? Look at this. I'm going to get knocked out by whatever's in there. If you're engaging the TVA properly, the deepest core muscle, you should feel it around your back. It's the attachment point. Thanks, Oxy. Gift memberships. I'm not sure what that is, what you just sent. Thank you so much, though, for the support. Alright, let's finish round 2. Single leg V-ups. A lot easier to control. All the way up, straight leg. Just watching my core to improve my muscle connection and make sure I'm not dorming. Men and women do this, pregnant or not. Deepest core workout today. We're hitting underneath the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle. Scott, what's that membership thing? I'm only newly thingied. I don't know what that is. It's coming up with. I can't move my chat because it's in the way. Scott. Oh, there we go. Right, round 2. Abduction with chest lift. After exercise, Demi. I can't after exercise.
Mommy, see mommy.
You break my heart, baby. Right, next exercise. Tug jumps with ankle weights on. It's going to kill me. Knees up, as many as you can. It's okay, mummy's still trying to do it. You're going to jump with mummy. Core engaged, bringing them knees up. What else did you do, mum duties? Bonus points, what the hell? As you can tell, I didn't get many in there. Then we've got slow bicycle crunch. Hopefully she'll forget about that. The slower you do it, the more you can connect to your TVA. Inhale, coming back. Oops, wrong leg. Super slow, guys. We got any questions on nutrition? Gifting membership allows members to buy memberships for other views. Wow, that's so cool. Meanwhile, little girls over here. I miss being a kid. That's so kind. Thanks for the gift of memberships. And to not even say that you were doing that. And just did it. I respect that a lot. So many people in my industry, especially like potential clients. Yeah, I'll sign up. Yeah. I'll sign up this week. Oh, did it both? Strengthen the neck there as well. Damn it, I thought she'd forget. Tuck jumps next. This is stressing me out, this. Can't even get myself dressed in the morning. I've got to get these. High knees as high as you can and as many as you can. Core stays engaged. And try and land, if you're a mother, land in the middle of your feet on soft knees. Good. And tucking your tailbone under, making sure you're not landing, in an anterior tilt. Slow bicycle crunch. I've got the legs in of this damn doll. Slowly does it to connect to the TVA. Do not rush to do them, otherwise you're not working the right muscle. You're a slave driver, Demi. Last time of these 3 exercises. Right, here's your dolly, your baby. You've got a hat, clothes on. There you go. What do you say? Thank you, Mummy. So we're working the inner thighs because that works with the core. It's all connected. Back flat, ribcage tucked in. I still need to have a look at what that person sent. Tuck jumps next. Gifted 5 membership. So who's got the memberships then? Tuck jumps. I have no idea what's going on with my YouTube. Someone just gifted memberships, but I don't know who to or how, if it's to random people that can claim them. I have no idea. Very nice though. Land on soft knees. I need to open that. She'll bring me tiny dolls for giant dolls. It's exactly what my kids do. So I've got 2 kids. Slow bicycle crunch. The more you look over to the left and right, the more muscles worked, more spinal mobility, flexibility, chest opener, loosen jaw. Oh, grab a drink. Right, finishing round 3 with hollow plank. Ignorant comments like these exercises don't do anything are just ignorant and misinformed. Hollow plank next. Hollow plank. So back flat. Hey! So you can see, like, this is my TVA working. It's very hard. Can't do it for that long. Oh, Do not give up, keep going. So I'm a health and fitness trainer, guys. 12 years experience, rehabilitating the core after having babies or if you're extremely weak. You've got pelvic floor issues, you've had diastasis recti. Oh, you okay? She's like, is that someone? Was that someone? You want me to pick you up? Well done, guys. Woo! Right. So we're working a very deep core muscle there called the TVA. Right. I do military style workouts as well, but this is a problem. If you don't rehabilitate your core when it needs to, you'll get strong six-pack muscles and obliques, which I have got, but my TVA, my transverse abdominis, the deepest, I'll show you a picture of it, my deepest core muscle isn't firing properly because I skipped the rehab TVA muscle. What happened, baby? Oh dear. It's down, isn't it? Okay. So, oh, well done. So that's your rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle, right? Internal and external obliques on the side. The TVA, what is it? Is deeper than that, and it attaches to your linea alba, which is your line that goes down. So this assists in breathing, pelvic floor, back pain. If you've got dysfunction there, if it's not firing like it should, then that's when you end up with all these issues. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. Hernia, incontinence, anterior pelvic tilting. So you can't skip the rehab, guys, if you want to live a fulfilling life anyway. So my core is strong, like the rectus abdominis and the sides, because you've got 6 abdominal muscles altogether, but the one that's often forgotten about and that under fires is the TVA, the transverse abdominis. So that's what we're working today. I feel like you guys, a little bit. There you go. I'd love a like and subscribe. Oh, what's going on? So we're going to continue with that. I feel like my core's been worked very deep. And I was saying this to clients earlier today. I'm going to go live on YouTube later, training the TVA. And because it's not sexy, because it's not your six-pack muscle, get abs super fast, there's going to be a few comments, I imagine, going, that's boring, that's not doing anything. When you're working the TVA, it's about mind muscle connection. You can actually work it when you're breathing effectively. I feel like it's on fire, my core. Just comments are just misinformed because of the internet. But I'm here to help that. So has anyone got any questions on health, fitness, fat loss, toning, building muscle? The TVA, postnatal, pooch, belly, after babies. Not sure what that says. I'm speaking English, obviously. Right, so I've got ankle weights on. We're going to do dead bugs and single leg raises with like in a V-up style to keep building strength in the TVA. I need to turn that off again. But yeah, people sometimes ask me what I'm training for. I'm training to keep up with my kids. I'm training for life. Move you guys closer because Demi's not exercising with me. Hey, I'm a few minutes late. Sorry, Queen Crush. I joined a little bit earlier today because fatigue was setting in, because like normally I have Tuesdays off, but I haven't this week because my schedule's changing, so I'm trying to like make up for lost time in the future. So I went live a little bit earlier whilst I had the energy. He's still working out. So we've just finished. I really do, if you've had children, go back and do that workout that you just did with me. Demi was jumping on me a little bit, but it was quality. If you want to work, so we're just showing you Queen Crush. I'm in the middle of editing a video about the TVA muscle. So it's the deepest core muscle. You see it, whoops. You see it here. So it's attached, it goes around the back. Where is it from the back? It attaches to the vertebrae. Can't even see it there, can you? That's a better picture, but as you can see, it comes. So when you engage in the TVA, you should feel it here as well. And one of the ways I've just recently posted how to engage the TVA. So I feel like I'm engaging my core right now, right? Breathe in, I feel like it's engaged. Watch the difference around here. Feel that. So that's connection loss that I'm trying to rebuild. And that, if you've had a baby or not, you can have these issues, by the way. Pretty little baby in the background. Where's she gone? Oh, do you mean the toy? So yeah, and the TVA works with the pelvic floor. And that's what we're training just now. So if you want to make sure you're getting into the TVA and your rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle, isn't overtaking these movements, you need to do them slow, controlled, mind muscle connection. Okay, where's my water? Oh, it's there. So we're 25 minutes in just now. So single leg raise. Oh, sorry, we're going to go to dead bugs. And what I noticed as well, normally I'll get hip clicks that I find very hard on one hip, on my right hip to stop. I find it very hard to stop. But I knew it was to do with the core, and sometimes it'd happen, sometimes it wouldn't. Now I've learned this trick of to engage the TVA as I'm doing the dead bugs, no more hip clicks. So it just shows you it is to do with a breakdown in the core unit. So dead bug position. So back flat, core's engaged. So pretend that someone's punching the stomach and you're braced, okay? Rib cage stays tucked in, back flat. That's your job, right? Engage your TVA and then begin. And then every so often, do that hissing noise just to make sure it's engaged. I'm going to do it on one side because that's where my hip click is. And you can close your eyes as well to improve. The slower you do it, the more engagement in the TVA, and they're going to strengthen it, and it's going to pull your linea alba back together. So if you've been pregnant or if you're overweight and massively around the core area, your linea alba, the tendon that comes from here to your pubis, is going to stretch, right? And that's when you can get diastasis recti. About 60% or more pregnant people have had it, pregnant women have it, and some of it's it's not treated at all. Like, think of your mum, she's more likely got it and she's just living a life blissfully unaware and accepting she's got pelvic floor issues, when it can all be fixed if you're 5 minutes postnatal versus 40 minutes postnatal. You can still fix diastasis recti. I'm here to tell you, so you don't have to stay with a core that you're not happy with. You can always do rehab and rebuild these connections. Sounds like a little bit underwater. Hey guys. Hi Arvin. What's everyone saying? Regards from Shropshire. Hi from Scotland. So we did them two, and now we're going to go into a variation of a V up. So chest proud, posterior tilt in the pelvis. I'm pushing my lower back against, and I've got ankle weights on, you don't have to. Let's check that the TVA is engaged. So I think it is, but let's do the test. No, felt additional core engagement there. So every so often I'm just going to switch it back on. This is how weak my deep core is, guys, because I thought, oh, I'll just train it alongside my traditional core muscles, you know, like all your crunches and all the fancy exercises. Sometimes you've got to dial it back to basics. Let's get another 10. Quality movements. Do not rush through it. You're also strengthening the hip flexors, so we can get into a stretch after this. Sorry if that's right into the mic. And most people have tight and weak hip flexors. If you've got tightness, it's usually a weakness as well. What a mess. Rest. I'm going to do that again. So I'll say it again if you're just joining me. So I'm a health and fitness professional, specialised in female rehabilitation, rehabilitation in general, to be honest. And I've got 12 years experience. And we're going into the core today. So you don't have to be a woman to have core issues and pelvic floor issues. You can be a man, you know. I know thin men who just haven't exercised and have got an unhealthy lifestyle and they're incontinent and they're the same age as me in the 30s. So it really is closer to home than you may think. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. I'd love a like and subscribe. If you're wanting to know more about health, fitness, myth busting, there's a lot of shit on the internet, so I'm here to make it a little bit less confusing. So there's talks about collagen, NME, BCAAs, supplements wise. If you're wanting to ask any questions for supplements and will it benefit you from most of the supplements, it's a marketing scam. Thanks for being here, Scott. I'm going to do that again. So now I've been firing up my TVA. Let's see if I can do it without the trick that I've learned. Okay, so right. I think that's engaged my TVA. So watch this for any changes, okay, when I do my exercise. Now, if I'd have done that at the start of the session, there'd have been a massive change. But because I fired up my TVA, my deepest core muscle, everything's switched on, it's easy to connect to. Over time, this will get easier and easier. Hey guys, hi Jilu. Hey, how are you doing? Hopefully good. I'm good, Austin. Did you change your username? There was another Austin on here. So we're just resting and then we're going to go in again. Someone's just called me a corpse, I think. Like, it was French, to be fair. I'm a health and fitness professional answering your questions on fat loss, toning, like diets, culture, mindset. If anything you're struggling with, let's get into it. Let's have a chat. We're currently working on connection with the TVA. So we've just done a core workout that was quite different. People joining me on YouTube would have thought it was a bit boring because it wasn't like insane abs, which I'd done a lot of them, but I dialed it right back to basics and we really focused on the breath with the core to get into that TVA. And if you've got a strong TVA, you've got a strong core to get strong abs and like six pack, etc. No, I didn't. I'm different. Thank you very much. Texas, hi from Scotland. Right. Dead bugs. So dead bugs are one of the easiest exercises to practice, but also one of the hardest ones. Like, you can do so much with them. You can slow them right down. You can keep your arms still and just move your legs and vice versa. You can move them out to the side, limb disassociation, all challenging the core. They may look easy, dead bugs, what I'm about to do, but they are so effective for the deep core and the six-pack muscle. Well, you're firing everything, really. Right, so before I lift my knees, my back is getting pushed into the ground. That's a posterior tilt. Rib cage tucked in, belly button into spine, then I lift. Straight, so I'm going to switch my TVA on with the hissing noise to expel all the air out of my lungs. And then I begin. No hip click. Yay! That was a win. Well done, me. Let's see if I can keep them hip clicks away. So that's a sign of a breakdown in your core if you're just joining me. So I'm a health and fitness coach. You can see I'm breathing as I'm doing this whilst keeping the core connection. It's hard and it takes practice. Right, so I was starting to fatigue there because I got a hip click. So I'm going to have a rest. Like I said, that might not look like much, and the stronger these connections get and your core gets, you'll be able to get your arms and legs right out. I don't think I was getting them out. I think it was like a medium, wasn't getting it all the way down. But so many times I see people with a poor core, like the strength and the connection wise is poor, but they're getting the arms and legs right out. Like, don't take your ego out of it. It's more about feeling what you're meant to feel in the core. Right. I hope this is making sense, you guys. So, right, so single leg raises in a bit of a V-up position. I think Queen Crusher's commented. I'll get to that in a second. So we're going to do 14 of these. So let's switch on the TVA. So if you're not sure what that hissing is, just let me know and I'll explain that. I've got a posterior tilt, keeping that core connection. I'm telling you, my right hip is definitely to do with my core. I think that's about 6. And then eventually you won't have to do that hissing noise because you'll just know how it feels, promise you, and you won't regret these exercises that we're doing now for it. And have a look at your stomach, make sure it's not bulging out and you're not doming. I was definitely a domer before I even got pregnant as well. I used to work my core all the time when I was in my 20s. Little did I know I wasn't doing it right. Queen Crush, there's a famous Orthomol vitamin C 30 pack which costs £43, but regular vitamin C is how much of it? No. Vitamin C is one of the few supplements you can take that just gets peed out whatever you don't need. Marathon runners, cross distance runners, people who are doing lots of training, hydrox and intense like marathon style training, benefit from superdosing vitamin C because you can find that your immune system, with the stress, the higher your stress levels are, the lower your immune system is. So after a lot of stress from like a marathon, or like say if you've been doing hiking for a long time, like West Highland Way or what is there in Spain, Camino, we do things like that. It's a good idea to superdose with vitamin C. And yeah, whatever your body doesn't need, it'll just get peed out and it won't cause any issues. Whereas if you take too much of a vitamin B, yes, it will be expelled from the body if you don't need it, but not without it affecting other vitamins. Can you show us how to do a perfect Russian twist? Hi Warrior, thanks for coming back. Hi Legend, how are you? Okay, so if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know it's something I never do. Russian twists are very advanced. And it's very hard to keep the core connection, so I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it effectively myself, but I'll show you what the position should be. So a beginner's, it is an advanced exercise anyway regardless, so I'm assuming you've got a strong TVA muscle and you've got good posture. So you're in a seated position, chest proud, shoulders back, bit of a posterior tilt going on, so you're pushing your back like it's against a wall here. Make sure your TVA is switched on, rib cage in, belly button into spine. You can cross your legs over like this, or you can have them like that and work more of the hip flexors. And you can have a ball or a weight, or you can just do it body weight only. It's really good for a chest opener, keeping mobile. So you can see I'm just bent back ever so slightly. I might start incorporating these, by the way, because I can do this now. But that stretch feels amazing. Ooh. And I used to do them in my 20s. You can lift the heels up to make it more advanced if your technique is perfect. But yeah, I used to do a lot of them in my 20s and I never felt like a stretch there. But obviously, as I've been 2 pregnancies, I'm getting the benefit of the stretch now. Just interesting. Notice that. Just waking up's your day off. What is it you do, Legend? Good morning to you. No problem, Warrior. Any other questions, guys? I'm new, Leanne. Thanks for joining. Hey, guys, welcome to my live. I'm a health and fitness coach. I'm an online personal trainer. 12 years experience. I specialise in rehabilitation, but I love working with females, any women out there who've been through babies and finding it hard to do their own rehab. I'm here for you. I'm good, thank you. So we did 20 minutes core work today. Might look a bit boring for the uneducated fools of YouTube. No, there's a few comments. They're not the fanciest of core exercises, but they are needed for a 6-pack. So when you see someone who's absolutely shredded, they've not got absolutely shredded by doing all the exercises I'm showing you on their YouTube and Instagram. It's from doing the boring shit. What builds a solid foundation. And the stronger your core is, your TVA, the more you can lift your arms and legs away from the midline of the body, and it improves your strength. I build houses and sheds. Cool. That's a handy job. I'm in Scotland. Thanks, guys, for the likes and subscribes. So I'm answering any questions. Where's my child gone? I did have a child with me. Demi? Boo! Oh no, she's not in there. I really thought she was in there because she's been hiding in there quite a bit. Demi! I'm sure she was just here. You're there! I couldn't find you. Are you hiding from me?
I found it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. You want me to change your nappy? Have you had a little poo? Let me see. Not yet. We'll change it soon. I've only just changed it. She's a bit of a clean freak, that child. I'm going to do another set of those. I build network connectivity. Handy people, guys. Handy to know. Handy to know. Have you done your workout? So I've done like HIIT, like quick minimal rest workout, and now we're doing some strength training for the abs. Thanks so much. I'm getting a lot of comments lately about my accent. I really don't like it. It's nice that you guys appreciate it. Right, so back into dead bugs. Someone said I was lazy, so I thought I'd better get into it again. So dead bugs, like I said, one of the most effective exercises for getting the TVA. Oh, I don't know where your robot doggy is. So back flat, rib cage stays tucked in, belly button into spine. So I have got some diastasis rectus, so I'm just making sure there's a connection there. That needs some work. Hi! So nice and slow. No hip clicks, nice. Well done, me. Back stays flat. So I'm 2.5 years postnatal, and I'm still rehabilitating my body. Why, you ask, when I'm a trainer and I've probably had access to physios and the likes? Because the physios don't give a shit and they give you bad advice on the NHS. That's my take on it. I'm sure there are some amazing ones, but I've not been lucky enough to meet them. So they told me I didn't have the issues that I do have. So I'm doing my own rehab because I do give a shit. And I'm passing this information on because I give a shit about you as well. You're doing what Mummy's doing. Can you guys see her? You see some legs. You don't have to kill yourself every workout. I'm going to have some interesting aches tomorrow. So we did cardio core. Watch this space, guys. I'm going to have some shredded abs. This year, what are we in? Possibly this year. So my nutrition's pretty spot on most of the time. I'll just catch up on comments. Pardon? I'm not doing exercise again. Stop being cute. My screen's very dark. Right. Innocent guy because mum has to stay in shape. All right, I'm going to reply. Someone asked, "You're a mum, why are you doing this? How dare you have children and then assume that you can look after yourself?" We live in 2025, guys. Do work out in private, please. I'm surprised my moderator's not blocked that guy yet. Because mums have to chase kids around. Yes, I'm getting healthy and fit for life and my children. Any recommendations on supplements? Great question, Himbro. I'm sure you've been before. Welcome back. The only 3 supplements I recommend that has research behind it is caffeine. We all love a bit of caffeine. Not too much though, but a couple of 2 or 3 coffees a day is shown to be beneficial for your health. Sorry, Scott, because I know you're allergic to it, I think. The second supplement is creatine. It's the most studied supplement in the fitness industry, more so than protein powder. Excellent benefits. Now, I take creatine. I used to take it to get bigger gains in strength and hypertrophy in muscle. But now I take it for, it's made a, like, honestly, to my memory, I used to get brain fog. I wish I had it when I was in my teens. I really do. I've been on it since she was born. But there's even a little bit of research in people who are pregnant taking creatine, and it does transfer to breast milk. That's why she's going to be clever. Anyone in this chat needs to... I was reading the comments. Hi guys, welcome to my live, exercising the deep core muscle today. I'd love a like and subscribe, and I'm answering your questions on health and fitness. Well, the illegals are simple right now, I guess. Why? Oh, there's a bit of hate going on. Who am I blocking? I have a question. Anthony Austin, what's your question? What kind of work do you do? Oh, and I was just going to say as well, the other supplement I recommend is protein powder. But you should, it's a great one to, because a lot of people get about 40 grams if they're lucky of protein a day. So it's a great one to boost it, and you want to get a minimal of 80 grams to start saturating that response for protein synthesis. Innocent guy because her prerogative is to be right. Nobody is important. You're just gonna block because you've got bad vibes. See ya. Innocent. I blocked him. That guy was so jealous of everybody, wasn't he? Like, imagine being in that mindset to be so unhappy in your life. You're gonna try and like shit on everyone else's parade. My eyelashes are shredded. I'm not single. Will you be live again tomorrow? I will be. Tomorrow, what day are we on tomorrow? Thursday. I'll be Thursday morning UK time, 6 a.m. I'm aiming for. We will do legs. Let's smash the legs. Thanks, guys. Some of these comments, creatine's fantastic. So yeah, if you're wanting to build muscle as fast as possible, but you know what? 25% of the population can't tolerate creatine. Gives them a bad gut. Don't worry if that's you. You can still get all the benefits from other supplements and training hard. Well, the illegals are simple right now. Guys, there's a health and fitness channel. Don't get me blocked. I do get some creeps legend. Imperfection, innocent guy. Because I also work out not in the house. I only do work out in the gym. Gym gives you more equipment. Gym versus home workouts, right? Let's talk about it. I love a gym workout. That is my treat. When I get to go to the gym, I love it because you've got a squat rack. You can go heavier. There's heavier dumbbells there. There's more space, right? But I would never say to someone, you can't work out in the gym. What's the point? Like, I have got everything that I need right now to build good muscle, to remain healthy, get fit. You know, all of the goals that people want to achieve. Fat loss, well, it doesn't really come from exercise, but my point is, it's about being consistent and making it as easy as possible to exercise. Are you taking off my ankle weights? So yeah, gym's a treat for me, but if you can go into a gym, and studies are showing now that you need about 30 minutes strength training to get high. You know, if you don't have a lot of time and you're worried because you feel like you've got to spend an hour in the gym, there's a law of diminishing returns when it comes to exercise, guys. So if you're training more than 4 times a week, chances are you're not getting much more benefit. Hey guys. Have you had your dinner? Yeah, I'm stuffed. I had chicken for my dinner. Whee! I was swinging her the other day. Someone said, "Don't swing your baby. Her arms might fall off or pop out of a joint or something." I was doing both arms. Yeah, 6 a.m. No rest for the wicked. Queen Crush. The people who promote it are great. They talk if their supplements have great effect, and if they are famous, anyone can be filled. I've been filled. And I've often, because like, especially when you look into keto, the ketogenic diet and all the books on it, and they're so convincing, like this is how we are meant to live. And I do think that we should be lower carb, higher fat, but if you want to live like a good life, we should be able to eat in moderation the high carbs. I digress. Catching up on comments. The comments are fire. Yes, fire away. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning. I'm a qualified personal trainer. You know what? It's my reward time for working hard. We're going to get into some stretching shortly. So I'm in the middle of editing a video for the membership only membership only group about core connection and rehabilitating your core after kids. I'm in the middle of that. I'll upload that tonight for anyone who's interested. My membership, you're able to join it for just $2.99 a month, cancel at any time. At 35, what's better for fat loss? So fat loss doesn't come from exercise. If you have never exercised in your life and you're really heavy, you've got quite a lot of fat to lose. Oh no, your wet feet. Then you will lose a little bit of fat from exercise, right? But the more fitter and more efficient that your body gets and stronger, you'll barely burn anything. Most of your calories for fat loss come from expenditure from what calories you put in your mouth. And Queen Crush said hi, and how many steps you get on a daily basis. That's how we track them. My nose is so sensitive, I'm going to sneeze. But yeah, so someone asked fat loss for home or gym workouts. It's not, you don't predominantly lose fat that way. It's from creating a calorie deficit, energy in, energy out balance. That's just false. Every amateur and pro athlete knows it. Training accumulates. Now, if you're talking just about muscle building, yes, there's a choice supporting that sometimes less is more. I'm not talking to athletes. I'm clearly, Theo, not talking to athletes. I'm not an athlete. You're not an athlete. Most people aren't athletes. I'm talking to the general population. If you, and mothers in general, if you are short on time and you want the most out of exercise for building muscle, strength, tone, then 30-minute workouts 3 to 4 times a week, you're able to, if it's cleverly programmed, you're able to get all the benefits. Think about squeezing a lemon. I'm going to do a video on this, me squeezing a lemon. I've already thought about it. Think about squeezing the lemon. That first squeeze, that's your first training session. You're going to get all the health benefits and the stimulus to build those muscles, right? And you're getting all the juice from that first squeeze of a lemon. The second squeeze, it's not that you don't get any benefit, you're just not as much as the first, right? And then the third, there's a little bit less. There's still benefits, still stimulus, but not as much. So if you're looking for time efficient training, stick with me. Like and subscribe. Oh man, that wasn't very graceful, was it? Never mind. Why do we like bad boys more than nice guys? Ask my moderator. Why do you think our government's health officials are always so unhealthy? That's so true, isn't it? It comes back to, would you take advice from a personal trainer who's overweight? I personally wouldn't. I think it's motivating to take advice from someone who's in better shape than you currently are, right? And I used to be a trainer who was a little bit floofy when I was after I'd had my first child, and I was still navigating fat loss, and I knew what to do, but I didn't know how to implement it on a regular basis and make it habitual. I didn't know how to consistently exercise or eat well. So then I started to think, right, I'm going to start practicing what I'm preaching. How come my clients aren't sticking to the plan I'm giving them? So it turns out it's all mindset and diet psychology. And what I'm going to say to you, someone who asked there, why do you think our government health officials are always so unhealthy? Because they don't manage their lifestyle, they eat takeaways. They might do 1 hour a week of exercise in the gym, but then the lifestyle is unhealthy and they've not really looked in the diet psychology of things. Thank you so much. Guy also found out through Leanne how much money I spend on supplements, especially expensive in the sea. Most supplements are a waste of money, guys. They are. I would rather, I would rather you get everything from your nutrition. The bioavailability uptake is better anyway. I'm not single. This isn't dating, guys. Stimulus is stimulus, guys, when it comes to building muscle. What about walking? Walking is the most underrated exercise for fat loss. It's brilliant. If you are overweight and strength training worries you a little bit, just get moving, just get walking. Your weight you'll build muscle, like a little bit of muscle and fitness with the walking. So if you're lucky to get, say, 3,000 steps a day, try and add on every week an extra 1,000. It'll be hard at first, it'll make you tired, but you will gain energy. You'll exercise, if you start exercising the same time each day, it works with your circadian rhythm, so it actually starts to give you energy eventually, I promise. Thanks for the likes, guys. Yeah, innocent guy. I think eggs are the best food on the planet. All essential amino acids from the building blocks of protein. Just catch up on comments. Newton video. Hi, I just wanted to say that if you see sus comments, you should question my viewers. Oh, guy's getting blocked. Scott, you missed one there. Yeah, people don't like confidence, do they not? I'm confident, and people think they can try and bring me down with something that they say. Like, who are you? I only take on the good comments. Have you seen that TV show where the personal trainer gains like 100 pounds of fat to go through the weight loss journey? I haven't. What's it called, Legend? What I was thinking that you were going to ask me, Supersize Me. Did you know that the guy's dead now? And I can't help but wonder, is it because of all the McDonald's from that experiment, Supersize Me, guys? It's on, is it on Prime or was? Hi, guys. 5 rupees for 1 egg. We get 6 eggs here. You could probably get them for £2. Don't know what that equates to. Hey, guys. Welcome to my live. There's some like weirdos. Hi, Abby. How are you doing? Nice to see you back. How are you juggling exercise with your college? I'm great, thank you. This week I will be able to monetize again on YouTube, so I'm so excited about that. Hi, Gary. Gary's got a green name. Why is that? Scott, what does that mean when one of my people watching have got a green name? I really should know these things, but I've got a geek on hand, so. Which steroid is best for advanced lifter? Innocent guy, hello, I'm a mother, I'm a personal trainer, and I've always believed in health and fitness, so that's not my forte. But anything about rehab, biomechanics, I like to geek out on that diet psychology. If you're sick to death of starting a diet and stopping it and you don't know why it's happening, let's get into it. If you keep overeating, please know there's not something wrong with you. It's usually over restriction that leads to overeating. What did I do to my arm? Yeah, I'll put on. Do you want Peppa Pig on? I'll continue answering your questions. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. If you're in nutrition, exercise, fitness in general, advice, I've got a membership as well for as little as $2.99, and I am planning to, and I am already over delivering in this membership. Don't drink cola. This isn't cola, if that's what you were saying. This is Trip, but a cheaper version, so it's Skip. I don't drink alcohol. Come on, let's go, let's go. I've finished my workout. I'm just vibing. So we did, so sometimes I work like 9 out of 10 on the RPE, rating of perceived exertion, so a scale of 0 to 10. 0, you sat on the couch not doing anything. 10 is lung busting, up a hill, running away from a serial killer. So normally I work 8, 9 out of 10. Today was a nice, gentle 7, 6. So it's good to dial it back. Remember, consistency looks different every single day. Some days you'll have energy to absolutely smash it, and then other days, most of the time, you'll lack energy, you might lack motivation, but when you're able to find the way to exercise anyway and just get moving, that's discipline, that's habit, that's when you've cracked it. Same with your food. Fit to fat to fit. Right, I'm going to screenshot that. There we go. I'm going to look for that because that's something I would watch. Thanks, Legend. Hey guys, from Scotland. No way! Thanks, Gary, for joining. Thanks, Legend, for explaining. So if people are joining my subscription at $2.99 a month, and you want to see any specific content for you, go and comment on my posts and just comment on anything and just let us know that you want to see that more of that content, because I've had a lot of requests lately for core rehab and building six-pack and the foundations of a strong core after having babies, or super weak core if you're a guy. Scott, I'm calling you a geek. What are you going to do about it? You're in Dusseldorf. Hi, Amir. Abby, I'm pretty good actually. Worked out my legs today. Well done. Leanne, monetization sounds good. Thank you so much. It's been 8.5 months in the making. Worked my ass off. 30 eggs. Oh wait, I don't know how. 30 eggs. That's cheaper than Scotland. Have you got in so we've got like higher welfare and organic eggs and all that. Do you guys have all of them options yet? Because that's a relatively new thing, I would say, and within the last 5 minutes it's really popular now, all these different types of eggs. It's crazy. Everything is expensive in India. It sounds it. Yoga should be cheap. It was gifted there. He was Scott, right? Okay. So people just claim them gifted memberships, did they? It's so interesting. I didn't even know you could gift memberships. Some folk absolutely raging for no reason. Are there other memberships? Yeah, so there's 3 tiers. So there's a $2.99 one, but I'm still building the tiers at the moment. So I want to so the higher tier will get more specific content, and they might get vlogs, and then the lowest tier will get like the basics. But I'm still building the tiers. I don't want like anybody to miss out on anything. So there's like so the tier 1 is what have I called it? Supporting. So like you're supporting me as a creator, and I really appreciate it, and I'm giving back. Tier 2 is supporting and applying the knowledge that I'm giving you. So it's like mindset and like a little bit of coaching. And then tier 3 is called DigiCoached. See what I did there? Because my business is called DigiCoach. And that is when it's very specific. I'm going to help you get long-term fat loss and behavioural change and build muscle, anything that you want into. So you're being coached on the highest tier. But I'm still building it. What's Lena doing? I'm just catching up on comments. I don't know how far down I am. I'm answering any questions on health and fitness. Thanks so much for likes and subscribes. I actually don't think I've had any, the amount of likes I've got today, over 100. I've never had that many before. So thank you so much for the likes. They're free, guys, but thanks. Welcome to the posse, Gary. Cool, I've got to get set up and make some breakfast. Nice to see you there. Nice to see you too. Have a good day, legend. Where are you from? Host of this channel. I'm Leanne. I'm a personal trainer and I am in Scotland. And next Tuesday we fly out to Tenerife, so we'll be going live from Tenerife. Can't wait. I've never been before. Has anyone been to Tenerife on it? I've caught up on the comments. There are 2 members so far. Are there any more members? So there's members on here and there's members on my actual DigiCoach Academy group, or like clients in a different format. So the memberships are so the content is getting put on here and the DigiCoach Academy. Oh, Scott, I think I unhid that person by accident. Never mind. Hey guys, welcome. Right, I absolutely love all the questions. Damn, what internet video have I seen you on before? K-pop demon hunters. Before we finish up, need to make sure we give back to the body. Let's stretch off the hip flexors. I cannot believe I was doing core, like the core exercise that I was doing, and I wasn't getting a hip click at all. See, like I practice what I preach here, and I have said many times, if you get hip clicks, it's a sign of a core breakdown. And I read that, and I knew that was the case, and it took me, she's 2 years to apply that. Well, no, I must have read it about a year ago, so a year. Oh, I'm tight from legs yesterday. So we'll be doing full body in the morning. with predominantly legs. The more we stimulate, the more we can grow and strengthen. What's my AI doing? Let's do hamstrings. Make sure if any stretch you do is either hip flexors or hamstrings. Back crack there, decompressing the spine. Hips up to sky. Feel a high hamstring stretch. This is for the lower body as well. If you've been sat at a desk, you need to do this. And then downward dog. So I'm going to take Demi out for a little walk. Make it sound like she's a dog. But the girl wants chocolate, so because she was good for my life. Yeah, I need the mods. My chat's not normally so busy with weirdos, but I'm a growing community, so I appreciate you being here. Right, I'll see you in the morning, guys. Full body. I'm gonna get some shoulders. The more we stimulate the muscles to grow, the more they'll grow for hypertrophy and gains. Thank you so much for the support and the new members. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night. Bye.